and welcome to the final race here in the round of 12 in our 200 subscriber special season here at the Talladega Super Speedway, where 4 drivers will be eliminated from playoff contention at the end of this thing. We are starting this race. We're all the way at the back as Truex and Chase Elliott start in the front row. Elliott leads at the start-finish line as they head now into turn 1 and 2. There are already 3 wide throughout the field. Focus on your regular season champion, the 45 of Bubba Wallace, a playoff driver fighting for his playoff life. Also Dylan behind him. Bubba Wallace next to his owner, Denny Hamlin. Contact made around goes to 45 Bubba Wallace. Denny Hamlin's record, the big one here is underway at Talladega. Austin Dillon's record. Eric Jones is around. Keselowski is in it. Stenhouse, Hemrick, Gilliland, myself have some damage. And the big one has happened at Talladega on lap 1. The field erupts as all starts with Bubba Wallace being turned by Austin Dillon, possibly endangering Bubba Wallace's chances of advancing to the round of 8 and taking out his team's co-owner Denny Hamlin. Brad Keselowski also involved, as well as Daniel Hemrick restarts the receiver with the 45, just gets turned by the 3 down. Denny Hamlin, Ross Chastain gets doored but holds on, stays and continues on the 343. And then we see us in the back. We ran right into Todd Gilliland. It caused Stenhouse to go crashing into Daniel Hemrick, causing that issue to happen. So, Bubba Wallace and Austin Dillon here caused the opening big one here on lap 1 of this race as we watch it in slow-mo. We see the 45 get hooked right there by the 3. Down into Denny he goes. Denny spins around. Chastain survives with only minimal damage. The 43 goes careening. There's a 3, sends the 6 spinning, and everyone back here is just banging into each other. Cars banging into cars, and it's chaos. But, so there you go. The big one opening lap, and we make it through, but we have sustained significant damage as we just ran right through Todd Gilliland. So now we're going to get our POV here. Tyler Reddick also has some damage, another playoff driver. Let's see here. We're trying to make it by, so we full throttle on top and absolutely plow into the back of Gilliland. Sent him into Stenhouse. They go crashing. Multiple cars going everywhere as the big one strikes here on lap 1 at Talladega. Now we're in the 3 and 4. Now we're trying to pass whatever guys we can here, racing back to the line. Our number 28 Detroit Lions Ford Mustang here. Trying to go by Cole Custer. Next here, trying to pass. We stay in his draft, racing back to the line. But the 8 of Tyler Reddick going really slow from significant damage to stay in that first wreck. We go high here, and then we try to fit in behind him. No, we clip around. Goes 8 of Reddick. He goes spinning into the outside wall. Goes Tyler again. He gets T-boned by Michael McDowell in a huge crash. After the initial big one, McLeod also involved. Michael McDowell upside down. McDowell gets absolutely drilled by Eric Almirola and Daniel Hemrick and goes flipping into turn 1 and 2 here at Talladega as the chaos continues on this opening lap. McDowell up and over. Tyler Reddick pretty much taken out of this race, and that might be the end of Tyler Reddick's playoff hopes as well, being wrecked out of this one with the 34. Of course, Bubba Wallace also out. Might be the end of his playoff hopes. And bang, the 10 of Eric Almirola, another playoff driver. T-bones Michael McDowell, and Eric Almirola out of the race and out of the playoffs as he had to win. And of course, him being out of the race, he cannot win. So Almirola out of playoff contention. Reddick likely out of playoff contention. Still unsure about Bubba Wallace. As we see here, this caused by me getting in the back of Tyler Reddick and just turning him in the outside wall. That one was just my fault completely, 100%. I take ownership and responsibility for destroying Tyler Reddick's season by KOing him here at Talladega and taking out Michael McDowell as well. Almirola, Hemrick, Denny Hamlin with damage. So, chaos here in the opening lap at Talladega. Now, we get back here on the way to the recent lap 5. It is the 20 of Christopher Bell leading the way, followed by Logano, Harvick, Elliott, Kyle Busch, the top 5. Bell looking to lock himself into the round of 8 with a big win here today in Talladega. Harvick, Elliott, they're almost wrecking. They save it. Very lucky to do so. See everyone fighting. See myself, we're all the way at the back. We're losing this initial draft, so we're just trying to hang on back there because we have, of course, damage from Tyler Reddick and then from slamming to Todd Gilliland in the initial big one As Kyle Busch now takes the lead and is clear. Blaney is second. Bell and Elliott fight for third. You got Truex back there. Oh, Blaney Elliott goes sideways down the racetrack. They saved it. What a save by Ryan Blaney and Chase. They come back off the racetrack. Watch out. They somehow don't cause another massive pileup down the front stretch. Elliott and Blaney extremely lucky to avoid absolute destruction right there. As now they are 5 wide into turn 1 with Bowman, Larson, and Suarez. Larson sticking it in the fence. Now he's losing significant positions as they go down the back straightaway. Kyle Busch still in the lead here at Talladega. And now you see Logano's there in second. Harvick third. Now they're almost going 4 wide for 4th place. Nearly wrecking, but everyone holds on to it right here. Christopher Bell going to get passed right there by Austin Cindric, it looks like, your Charlotte Roval race winner. As Kevin Harvick tries to go 3 wide for the lead now with Joey Logano and Kyle Busch near the front. They are now 3 wide for the lead here at Talladega on lap 7. Busch, Harvick, Logano, 3 of the best in the business. 3 wide for the lead here at Talladega Superspeedway. Now, Busch, Logano, Harvick. They continue to battle significantly for position heading into 3 and 4. Oh, this is going to be really tight here. Harvick is into Joey Logano, and they're up there. They're crashing, and we're wrecking again big time here at Talladega. Harvick, Elliott, Ware, Larson, Bowman, Blaney, Logano. Truex is destroyed. The huge one strikes at Talladega. Kyle Busch in the outside wall. Logano up in the air. Truex hard on the outside wall. Cindric around. Harvick around. Multiple cars crashing everywhere here. Harvick spins into Chase Elliott. Cars are going everywhere. And Chase Briscoe very lucky to avoid that in the bottom lane. He's absolutely destroyed. Harvick sent Elliott down the racetrack, and that's really what collected a whole just wave of cars. And then Truex absolutely annihilated by Todd Gilliland right there. The 19 upside down in the grass in the infield. Martin Truex Jr. absolutely destroyed. A lot of playoff drivers. So it's going to be Larson also involved. Ty Gibbs got some airtime, but a huge hit there. Gilliland wiped out both Cindric and Truex and poor Brad Keselowski. So, with all these playoff drivers being taken out, we have no idea who's really going to be in or out after all this chaos, but we will see later, of course. Then, of course, over here, we just look at the carnage. Elliott destroyed, Harvick destroyed, Logano, Truex. So many contenders absolutely wiped out and demolished here at Talladega. So Martin Truex and pretty much almost the entire field completely annihilated by the huge one here on lap 7 at Talladega. We, of course, are way behind us, so we're safely going to avoid this incident because of all these guys just absolutely dying in front of us and creating a huge accident. Tons of contenders, and they were crashing up there. We had cars upside. Oh my God! Noah Gragson, LaJoy, Suarez, Custer, the 20 involved. What happened? Daniel Suarez is almost on top of the fence here. It looks like Custer and LaJoy trying to avoid the wreck. Hits Suarez up into the outside wall, and Suarez gets launched up in the air. And Daniel Suarez goes absolutely flying here through 3 and 4. Custer and LaJoy absolutely destroyed as well. We're going to get a look at it here from their view. They're at the very back of this pack, and they just had nowhere to go. LaJoy clips Custer, and around they go. And nowhere for Daniel Suarez to go either. Up in there he goes. The 62 of Allgaier hit, and then here comes the 20. Hits him, and then, oh, Bell, airtime from Larson. A huge hit for the 20. Christopher Bell up in the air. Absolutely annihilated by Kyle Larson. Just runs right through the 20 of Bell after he drills the 62 with Justin Allgaier. And Bell goes flying through the air just like Daniel Suarez did. We have a lot of cars. Just all the cars are just refusing to stay on the track. So many cars having airtime going upside down. This race, absolute pure chaos has erupted here at Talladega. So many cars destroyed. You see the 20 initially made it. He was looking really good. Like he's going to have a shot, and then bang, his path just gets blocked and absolutely slammed by Larson and Suarez, and that's it for the 20. So many cars will be knocked out of this wreck, and look who comes through unscathed. Ya boy himself, Steve McQueen, making it through unscathed. We race down the front stretch. We go to the side of the joy. We clip him around. We go spinning here through the grass. But we hold on to it, and we keep on going the right direction. We just clipped Corey LaJoy. And now we're going to move on to lap 18. We're going to LePage the field. Upside down goes Harrison Burton. Cars are flipping and flying. We're crashing. Cars are going absolutely everywhere. Harrison Burton flipping like a top through the infield. We absolutely just LePage the field. Harrison Burton up in the air. Blaney involved. McLeod damage. Castle destroyed. Gibbs. Kyle Busch. Justin Haley. Oh, he got launched up in the air by Ty Gibbs. Chastain some damage as well. We were just so far behind the pack. We were trying to hang on for dear life, and we just came right up and absolutely LePaged the field. You're going to see 21 Harrison Burton. He's your race leader, and we come right from bang. There he goes up in the air from Blaney, and then he flips once, and then he's going to start flipping like crazy in the infield. And there goes Harrison Burton, just absolutely flipping at absurd speeds. It's over 9,000 flips right there. Absolutely just flipping like mad. Kyle Busch, another playoff driver, out of this race in this incident, as well as Ryan Blaney and Justin Haley. Which leaves no playoff drivers, as we just destroyed Harrison Burton. We had our tire completely flat. We were destroyed. Landon Castle T-bones us on the side. The 21 still flipping. Kyle Busch gets into us. Ty Gibbs destroyed. Justin Haley destroyed. Ryan Blaney destroyed. And Harrison Burton absolutely flipping like a top through the infield here at Talladega Superspeedway after we absolutely LePaged the field. So, this is another instance we absolutely demolished the field blocking Harrison Burton. Absolutely dying. We're getting destroyed here. We have a flat tire. We're just getting slammed all over the place. We got nowhere to go here in this. The ultimate mega wreck here. As Harrison Burton goes tumbling and flying and just madness erupts. Now we move on to the restart here on lap 22. We're racing only 4 cars left. We could chase around with the 14, and he's going to go crashing hard in the inside wall, in the inside pit wall, hit Austin Dillon's pit stall, and he's destroyed out of the race. There's only 5 of us left in the race, and we just clipped the 14. I'm just trying to maintain position on the restart. We just send him in, and we go sliding as well, and the Briscoe takes a huge shit in the inside pit wall. He's completely done. We spin, avoiding it, continuing the race, as we are an absolute hazard in this race. We are just dangerous. We're too dangerous to be on the track right now. We just barely touched the 14. I think that was him. We just barely touched him. He went completely sideways and destroyed us. Well, not us, but destroyed himself and sent us spinning. I was shocked that he went around like in that extreme of a way. That's kind of crazy, but that's what happened. And so he hits Austin Dillon's pit stall, and the 14, who's your race leader, is now completely destroyed and will not get that win to try to redeem his season. He's completely done. 78, McLeod was still getting service in the pits. As now we move on to lap 39, we get loose on the apron, we spin and we slam the outside wall here on the back straightaway by ourselves, way behind the pack, 3 laps down. And now we are completely destroyed, engine destroyed, everything, so I know we're completely destroyed. So as my last criminal, absolutely destructive act in this race, we put our bumper right up the racetrack and get absolutely T-boned by Ty Gibbs. He goes in the air, we get destroyed, and then he clips a 78 of McLeod, and there he goes. And they are absolutely destroyed, which leaves only 1 car left in the race, eligible to contend for the win. So we're completely done. And that one guy is going to be Ross Chastain. What do you say? Chastain, he has the luck of the gods, honestly, as he was the only one not involved in this absolute destructive end of the race crash here between the 3 of us. With about 28 to go, we pull up the racetrack, destroyed by Ty Gibbs, and then he has nowhere to go but down the track, and nowhere for BJ McLeod to go right into him. All 3 of us completely destroyed out of the race, and any 3 of us will get our first career win. And here's Ross Chastain going by to take the lead and the race victory. This, of course, will be the only car left. So really, chaos ensuing here. Like this. I think we hit a bump down there in the back straightaway and just completely spun and destroyed the outside wall. Because I had lost complete control at that point. I was trying to save it, but I just couldn't save it, and we were completely destroyed. And then, of course, up the track we go here. And here comes Ty Gibbs unsuspectingly right into us. Bang! destroy his chances at his first career win, and then he goes down and destroys BJ McLeod's chances at his first career win, and then what would have been a huge upset, but he is completely destroyed. And then Ross Chastain will go by this innocently. You see, here comes Ross Chastain. Only car left in the race. He passes the 3 just wrecked vehicles of myself, Gibbs, and McLeod. We are done, and just like that, Chastain is going to be by himself here. And Ross Chastain, as we are about to cut here to the race is over. Ross Chastain, because he's the only car left, managed to finish all 66 laps. Ross Chastain wins at Talladega, his second win of the season, his second in the playoffs, and his second in a playoff cutoff race. So if only Chastain had made the playoffs, he would have been into the round of 8 with this win. But because he didn't, he is a 2-time winner, but of course not in playoff contention. Now we'll view the points standings. Who is in, who is out? Bubba Wallace, Tyler Reddick, Kyle Larson, and Eric Almirola are eliminated from playoff contention after being wrecked out in today's race. Almirola just had a horrendous round after throwing away that win at Las Vegas. Larson just did not really have any good luck. Reddick really unlucky at Talladega. And Bubba Wallace, regular season champion, all because he got wrecked out in this race at Talladega, will miss the next round as Truex, Kyle Busch, Christopher Bell, Ryan Blaney, Kevin Harvick, Chase Elliott, Austin Cindric, and Justin Haley advance to the round of 8 in the NASCAR Cup Series playoffs this season. Now we get the round of 8 playoff grid. Cindric will start off the round plus 13 to the cut line. Chase Elliott plus 11. Christopher Bell plus 9. Justin Haley 8 points above Kevin Harvick at the cut line. So, of course, Harvick is 8 out. Truex minus 11. Kyle Busch minus 11. Blaney minus 11. And that is how you'll head in to the round of 8, which will start at IRP. So until next episode, we'll, of course, race the round of 8 opener at IRP. I hope you all have a good one.